director could not be here today, but I know her heart is here with us to see this program go the best way as we have planned. So at this point, I'm not going to talk too much because I'm going to be talking throughout, but I just want to introduce myself to you. I am Miss Davis Momo, the Director of Nursing for the Los Angeles Job Corps Vocational Nursing Program. I just want to tell you that these people have worked so hard. They've worked so hard, sometimes there are some cries, sometimes there's some little part on the back that they can do it. And today, I am so happy to see them here today graduating in this vigorous vocational nursing program. It has not been easy. It wasn't an easy road for them. But we cry sometimes, we laugh sometimes, and I do cry with them too. I do laugh with them, especially when they pass those rigorous tests and when they did not pass those rigorous tests. So we have our cries and we have our laughs. But I just want to say that I'm so happy that they are here today at this point and graduating out of this program. I think I need an applause for them. Without wasting any time, there was a very important person that stood when I couldn't to meet with this graduate on their first encounter. And that person stepped up the ladder to help me in giving them the math education that they needed to get into the program. As I stand here, I would like for you to stand up and welcome Ms. Jennifer Aguilera.
Yes? Okay, good afternoon, directors, staff, students, family, and friends. Thank you very much, Ms. for the wonderful introduction. First of all, I'd like to begin by thanking YWCA of Greater Los Angeles and Job Corps for the invitation to be a guest speaker. I am truly honored to be here this afternoon. Several months ago, when I was asked to be the guest speaker, I thought to myself, what inspiring and empowering advice can I give the LDN class of 2014 that will aid them in attaining their aspirations? I thought back at the time I spent with them in 2013 and reflected on my initial goals that I set out to achieve at YWCA Job Corps as a pre-LDN instructor. It was then that I remembered that in addition to teaching for masteries, I had three main goals. The first was to inspire, motivate, and encourage the youth. The second was to intellectually empower. And third was to positively impact the lives of students here. So in keeping with my aforementioned three main goals, there are three pieces of wisdom I'd like to share today, and I hope that you take away with you. The first, luck, win, and fear. First, luck. As we all are aware, especially you students, after several months of sleepless nights and long hours studying to do superbly well, preparation is key. As a diligent student, one must dedicate countless hours to understanding and fully mastering theories, calculations, applications, and so forth. You may ask yourself, how does luck play into this equation? As a common practice, many people often wish each other good luck before taking an exam, as if luck were miraculously to help them pass that exam. Today, I want to let you in on a little secret. Luck is not something that spontaneously occurs or results from coincidence, but rather, luck is simply laboring under correct knowledge. Yes, you heard correctly, laboring under correct knowledge. Which brings me to my first little page here. Great. Furthermore, luck is where preparation meets opportunity, thus resulting in success. I urge you to always prepare to the best of your ability and to do to the best of your ability in all that you do when setting out to achieve your goals. The second piece of wisdom is fear. Yes, fear. Which brings me again to my second sheet. See that? Oftentimes, we may be discouraged from following our dreams because we are afraid of certain obstacles that may seem unsurmountable. In instances such as these, when you feel anguish, I want you to remember, it's simply fear, simply false expectations appearing real. What do I mean by this? We know that in life, we must work hard to achieve our goals. We also know that achieving our goals not always is as easy as we anticipate. So, we often boggle our minds with negative thoughts and false expectations. These false expectations about achieving our goals can simply be, I don't know what I'm doing. It's too hard. I don't think I can do this. I'm just not cut out for this. And so forth. These are just false expectations that we conjure up in our minds that begin to then feel and seem all too real, such as that we then believe they are real, when in all actuality, they are false. Don't get me wrong, there are many obstacles and brick walls, as I like to call them, that we run into. But these brick walls are there for a reason. They let us prove how badly we want something, as well as to show our dedication. Don't be afraid of fear, because it sharpens you, it challenges you, it makes you stronger. And when you run away from fear, you also run away from the opportunity of being your best possible self. Thus, I want to remind you that that fear you feel starting at the pit of your stomach when you're about to take an exam, you study long hours for, and even all night, that fear that you feel that's causing these feelings of you can't do it, it's not real. It's simply false expectations appearing real. Never give up. You can succeed, and you will succeed. Moreover, my third piece of wisdom I'd like to impart on you this afternoon is win. So, my last sheet. To fulfill our endeavors, we often lose sight of our goals and become consumed by the mundane. We then begin to stray away from accomplishing our goals, and our determination and our enthusiasm begins to wane. Hence is why I want you to focus on the when. What's important now? Learn to prioritize, because in doing so, you'll continue to have your eye on the prize and will focus solely on what's important now, in this moment, to achieve your goals. I know at the commence of this speech, I stated I wanted to impart 3 main pieces of wisdom on you this afternoon. But as I began to write this speech, my creative juices began to flow. I thought to myself, there are so many things I'd like to share with the LVN class. Aside from my 3 main pieces of wisdom, I decided to make an additional list of things I'd like to share today. The list was far too long for me to include in this speech, so I thought I'd briefly share a few, 8 from that list. 1, never give up. This has been a subliminal, reoccurring theme in all 3 of my main pieces of wisdom. Work hard. With hard work, determination, and perseverance, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. 2, keep learning. Education is one of the greatest tools and equalizers of life. Despite racial or economic background, education allows for the ability to complete on an intellectual level. Make sure to keep education in your toolbox of life. Never become so enamored with your own smarts that you forget to sign up for life's hard classes. Remember to keep forming hypotheses and gathering data. Keep your conclusions light and your curiosity ferocious. 3, cherish, listen, and use feedback. Feedback can be invaluable as a resource, which allows for improvement of oneself. 4, tell the truth always. Integrity is key and sets the stage for your life on how people will judge your character. 5, apologize. Just as important as integrity, the ability to give a sincere and genuine apology goes far beyond the right and the wrong, but instead shows one's genuine sense of empathy. As Randy Pausch, a deceased Carnegie Mellon professor, once stated, a good apology is like antibiotic. It has the ability to clear up the problem, while a bad apology is like rubbing salt on a wound. It only makes it worse. 6, help others. In doing so, you build a network which can evolve into a stronger scaffold where others and yourself can be supported. 7, give back. In doing so, you pave the way for your future colleagues and successors, just like someone once did for you. And lastly, have fun. Enjoy the journey. After all, you need to love what you do and do what you love. In closing, I would like to congratulate the LVN class of 2014 on your extraordinary academic accomplishments. I am extremely proud of each and every single one of you. Congratulations, LVN class of 2014.
That's so aspiring.